There's too many vegan poets. There are too many vegetarian options on a Nando's menu, and there are too many healthy options on a McDonald's menu. There are too many types of beer, and there are too many types of wine. There are too many types of alcohol. There are too many people addicted to alcohol, and there are too many of my friends addicted to alcohol. And there are too many nights when I have been addicted to alcohol, and there are too many nights we can no longer mention, and there are too many people we can no longer mention, and there are too many vegan poets, and there are too many comic book stories. There are too many Batman stories, and there are too many Superman stories, and there are too many Spider-Man stories, and there are too many Spider-Man films, for that matter, and there are too many Spider-Man origin films to further that matter, though I did quite like Spider-Man Homecoming, and also there were also too many white people in Egyptian films, and there are too many people defending white people in Egyptian films, and there are too many Scarlett Johanssons in Asian films, and there are too many Jai Courtneys in, well, fucking any film. And there are too many Michael Bay films, there are too many explosions, there's too many explosions in Michael Bay films, there's too many bombings. And you know what? There's just too many bombings in the real world. Too many explosions in the real world, and there's too many people fighting over which bombing is more important in the real world. And there are too many vegan poets, and there are too many people dying. There are too many pictures of people dying. There are too many pictures of people who look like me dying. There are too many people who look like me dying. There are too many news stories breaking on Twitter. There are too many fake news stories breaking on Twitter. There are too many hashtags on Twitter, and I don't want to be one. There are too many SpongeBob memes on Twitter, and my timeline is now full of them. And there are too many vegan poets, and there are too many people writing the same goddamn poem. And there are too many people making vague statements within their poems, and there are too many vague statements being made in this poem, and there are definitely too many lines in this poem, and there were also definitely too many nights when I performed this poem, but in my defense, there are too many poetry nights. There are too many poetry nights, and there are too many tell poetry nights, and there are too many average. There's too many nights. There's too many days. There's too many weeks. There's too many months. There's too many years, and there's too many man. Too many man. There's too many men ruining the world. And there's too much wrong with the world to be able to list it all inside of one poem. And there is definitely, especially in this fucking Zoom call, too many of us that just keep on happening. Oh, and of course, as it says on the screen there are still too many vegan poets.